what happens from an anonymous person? What happens when there's a serious conflict between two or more lenses? Does one of them necessarily trump the other? Like, for example, people over profit?
That is a great question. It's not a math formula. So you saw when we went through on the case that you'll have some checks and some X's in different places. But what if you do have, you're honoring the people lens, but not honoring profit, or honoring the planet lens, but not people? It helps to start by knowing what your values are. If your organization, if you individually or your organization will know the values that they want to uphold, then those values seem to be ones that you might pay particular attention to and add weight to. But you can also weight these based on your priorities. What you can't do is throw any of them out. You can't say, I'm just not going to think about that. That wouldn't be responsible. But when you have the complexity we're talking about here, you may have to weight them and play them against each other. For example, the whole naming of buildings thing has been such a big issue, and that affects the profit lens. It impacts the communities. It impacts how people feel about being in those buildings, and so it touches on so many different lenses, and you will have to balance it out. And in that case, a case like that, yeah, you might have to give up a large endowment if you don't want to name a building after someone who hasn't been ethically upstanding. So you have to make those trade-offs. The other thing I'll say is that sometimes if you let profit be your trade-off, let's say you do something that costs you money right now, and it's not going to check off the profit lens. It might check off the profit lens longer term, though. So if you make a really ethical decision as an organization, it might be costly, but it could attract people to your business who say, I really like what they did.